low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every.
Hey guys, this is Just One Guy, and I'm back here with another update to Project Hermes. Now, I'm just going to go in game and show you what I've been working on. Now, mainly what I've been working on was trying to get the project more presentable, so when I'm explaining stuff, you can see better how it's supposed to work. I've also completed some of the systems. The first system I'm going to go over is the notification system. I'm just going to pause it here. You saw a little notification pop up there. Let's see if it's done here. Now, the thing about the notification system is it's very simple and easy to use, but all games need some type of notification system, and the way I set this up is it can deliver you multiple notifications and also change notification based on the alert level. So I'm just going to give 3 right here, and I'm just going to put test 1, test 2, copy this, test 3, and I'm just going to put whatever because the actual notification doesn't matter. And I'm just going to change the alert level just to show you how it works. Now if I go in game, you can see that's a regular notification. This one is yellow for high priority, and this one is red for emergency priority, and it works just like a regular notification system would. I had one in the game before, but when I changed the UI system, I had to update it to change how it works. So that's the first thing I finished off. The second thing is I've just made this more visually appealing and finished everything that's supposed to work in these menus right here. First thing is all of this is now tool-tipped, and it's all color-coded. So you can see all the numbers are in green. If they're going up, it's green. If they're going down, it's red. And the important attributes or words are in red. And now you can just understand how all this works a little bit better. You can see exactly what it's supposed to be doing. I've also put icons for everything like that. So another cool thing about putting the icons in, and also all this is tool tipped out, is now when you drag them, you can see the icon how it's supposed to work. So everything's a lot simpler. If I equip these gauntlets right here, you can see I also added an unequip button, so now I can unequip items. And you can see by putting the icons in, it's a lot more intuitive on how it's supposed to work. I've also done it for the status menu too. Even though you don't see features right here, all that's fully implemented now. Also the feat system, that's fully implemented. Now I know the UI is pretty basic, but depending on what type of game I'm making, I'll actually change the UI up. Right now I just wanted to get everything functional and working the way it's supposed to, and I'm really happy with the way this has turned out because it's really easy to understand all the data. You have your attributes, stats, skills, and feats and everything like that. But also when you're in the inventory menu, everything is really easy to understand. I've also done it for the ability menu too. Just zoom out a bit there, it's a bit close. So now you can see all these abilities have icons on how they're supposed to work. Now these icons aren't permanent, they're just little icons I put there just to demonstrate how the whole system is supposed to work. So if I go to unlock an ability, and you can see how it's easier to understand everything because it's all now color-coded text. So from there, I just cleaned up a lot of the gameplay stuff. Locking on, the camera now works the way it's supposed to. It'll try to keep you and the target in frame when you're locked on. And if I hit escape, you can see the camera is just following me now. Now, another thing I did was I cleaned up a lot of the animations, so they're a lot cleaner. So you can see when I jump now, it's less stuttery. It still has some stutter in it. I'm still trying to figure out how to fix that. But I put everything on a fixed update, so now the physics in the game work a lot more consistent and better. That's one of the things I recommend if you're creating a game in Unity. They don't really tell you that. The way they do it is they update everything in the update function. But if you do that, your physics in the game is going to be messed up, because physics works based on physics works based on the fixed update. And if you update stuff like movement and stuff like that in a regular update, your physics won't be consistent and your character will actually be able to go through stuff. Unfortunately, what that created was my game to be jittery with some of the animations, so I had to change everything to update within the fixed update. And the result of that is I get the physics to work consistently and properly, but I also don't get any more stuttering and jittering. As an example, I'm going to show you right here what happens if I don't update in the physics update, because this is something I haven't changed yet. So if I go here, and you can see how my character is really jittery, that's because I'm using a regular update. Everything works fine, but that's because I'm not using the physics system. But I have to change that too. Other than that, I've made sure things work correctly with the third person mode. So now if I go here, everything works correctly, and you can see how the animations and everything is a lot smoother when I'm in third person mode. I've also changed how targeting works here, so now you can see right here. It works similar to how it does in isometric mode. I'm still working on this, but you can see it's a lot better to play and a lot easier. And the camera will just keep track of your target. So everything just works a lot better, a lot easier to understand, and going forward it'll be a lot easier to demonstrate. The next thing I got to work on is the click to move system and the grid based system. But other than that, I'm really happy with the way everything's turned out. I've also got to work on some of the AI features. Most of them I'm happy with, but I'm going to overhaul a lot of that stuff. One thing is climbing. Even though the AI does climbing really well, you can see the AI movement is kind of jittery too. You can see he won't climb while I'm climbing, which is not intended behavior, but he can climb all this and it all works well and everything like that. At least he can in isometric mode. I don't know what's going on in third person mode, but normally he can climb all of that and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with the way the project is coming along, and I'll try to finish with it by the end of the year, to where I'm creating actual game projects. I didn't intend for it to take this long, but I had to scale back some things and just work on them later. Right now I'm really focused on the PC controls. At first I was focused on controller and touchscreen controls, but touchscreen controls were really holding me back and holding the project back, so I decided to implement them in at the end. And controller, it's just a lot of work to do it with the controller and menus and how that works. Right now, all the stuff does work with the controller, but it's just hard to implement some of this menu function and with the controller. And also some of the things like this drag and drop system is just not going to work with a controller at all, so I have to change that. But other than that, I'm really happy with it, the way everything works. So anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.